In this video, I'll show you how to set up a Roland Ride cymbal with an eDRUMin module. This particular ride is a Roland CY15R. All Roland Rides have two connectors. The first one in front is the bow edge connector, and the one in the back is the bow bell connector. There are two ways to get three-way triggering from this ride. One uses the bow edge connector and a feature called bell sense, and the other is the more traditional approach using both connectors. Let's start with the first option. And I'll plug that into the first input on the eDRUMin. Alright, I'm set up to trigger drums in Superior Drummer 3, which I've loaded up in Reaper. The first thing we'll do is come over here and change our input type to dual zone cymbal. Next, we'll enable bell sense. There are two modes for bell sense, one that's optimized for the CY13R and one that's optimized for the CY15R. Now I'll load the Superior Drummer 3 drum map for the ride. And the last thing we'll do is to calibrate. And you do this by just hitting the various zones of the pad. Alright, it looks like I can drop my scan time down a little bit, my hold time, and we'll tighten that up a bit. Alright, that should be good. Bell sense gives you reliable and dynamic bell triggering, which is something that seems to have eluded pretty much every Roland Ride except for their new digital offerings. Currently, bell sense supports the Roland CY13R and the CY15R, but more three-zone cymbals will be added in the future. If you have an unsupported cymbal, however, you can still get three-way triggering using the traditional method of connecting both outputs of the cymbal to two adjacent inputs on the eDRUMin. Now we'll go back to the control application and change our input type of that first input to Roland 3-zone ride. Now the second input has become a slave to the first. Now you get Roland style three-way triggering, but it costs you an extra input.